Yo, what's good? What's good? How you doing, America? Yes, I'm back again doing my thing. Anyway, let's talk about mixtapes. And before we talk about mixtapes, America, let me tell you, this show is called Connected Dots. The reason why I came with Connected Dots, one of my friends, Mark the Spark, came up with the idea. And ever since then, I've been rocking and rolling. So peace to Mark the Spark, because he came up with the idea with Connected Dots. And ever since then, man, we've been rolling, 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 rolling. So now, man, let's talk again. Like I said before, and I say again, had to put the shirt like that, all right? Let's talk about mixtapes. Mixtapes. Now, what you call a mixtape today is not a mixtape, it's a compilation. A mixtape is supposed to be music on there that's mixed by a DJ. The DJ is supposed to do some work, some real work. You get what I'm saying? So, if you got an artist coming up to you saying, let me check my mixtape out. No, that's a compilation. If it's not mixed by a DJ, it is not a mixtape. Let's tell you how mixtapes got started. Okay. Brucey B, Kid Capri, Ron G, Grandmaster Vic, and one other. I can't. Let me see. Brucey B, Kid Capri, Ron G, Grandmaster Vic. It's one more. DJ SNS. Let's throw them in there. Those were the forefathers. To me, those were the forefathers of mixtapes. They started that mixtape circuit, blending, scratching, putting music together. They were the forefounders of mixtapes, in my opinion. If you don't think so, hey, comment. Tell me who you think started mixtapes. But these were my guys that I listened to. Then it went from Funkmaster Flex, DJ Green Lantern, Tony Toka. Those guys took it to another level of mixtapes. You know what I mean? Craig G, not the rapper, Craig G as well, mixtapes. Then DJ Clue. He the one that started that exclusive stuff, and Ty Boogie. Those guys took mixtapes to another level. So if you have anybody else in these comments or anybody else you think started this mixtape era, put them on. I want to hear what your thoughts are. But these were my three top tiers of guys that put together mixtapes on a level that the way it should be. And it was basically done by DJing and scratching with music, not just your song and play exclusive and then stop. That's not a mixtape, yo. That's just somebody playing records. Anybody could do that. A mixtape is taking different music, blending it, mixing, scratching it together. That's how a mixtape became. Axe and One. You see how they did that? They got the idea from the hip hop mixtape. You get what I'm saying? So just check that. Do your homework when it comes to mixtapes. Remember, the forefathers who started the mixtapes. All right? So when you talk about hip hop, let's talk about it. And speaking of hip hop, I want to shout out, KRS-One, MC Light, Curtis Blow, Fat Joe, for the Stop the Violence movement they did in New York City, walking through the Bronx. That was cool. Newark, New Jersey just had it. They did it. And out there in LA, they did the same thing, Stop the Violence. So the major cities were coming together because hip hop has a black eye, but this was a great look for hip hop. Walking through the city in the hood for the Stop the Violence movement for the weekend. This is what I'm talking about, the good of hip hop. Everybody always talks about the bad of hip hop, but there's always been good. There's always been the good part of hip hop that we tend to push aside, and it don't need to be pushed aside. It don't need to be pushed aside. So we got to keep talking about the good. Always got to talk about the good of hip hop, because there's bad, but I'm going to talk about the good of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that we need to bounce on, since we're bouncing topic to topic and topic to topic, people were asking me, you know, why I don't vote, why I'm not voting for Miss Harris. And I told people, why should I vote? Is it because she's a black woman? Is she black? Or because she's a woman? Why? Do you see what I'm saying? Why are you voting? Because you don't want Trump to win? Because you afraid of what he might do? If you're voting because of that, then that's not really a vote, if you ask me. You should vote for the woman because of the values and the views and what she's going to do. You don't vote for her just because he's going to do this and do all of that. That's the difference. That's, to me, that's kind of baloney. So never judge people, never come up to people and say to people, your vote means everything. No, it don't. We say that every 4 years. My vote don't mean nothing. And the reason why I'm saying my vote don't mean nothing, because what has happened in the last 4 years, 8, 12, 16? There's nothing. The same old thing. The same old thing. So don't tell people, yo, your vote count. No, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that my vote count. My vote don't count if I vote or if I don't vote. If I do vote, it don't count. If we still keep going through the same process of a broken system in a broken country, it don't matter if you vote or not. The system has to be fixed first. If the system is not fixed, your vote won't mean nothing. Period. It won't mean nothing if the system is not fixed. You have to understand that part. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I'm not going to judge people if they don't vote or if they do vote. And you shouldn't do the same. Don't persuade people into doing something that you want them to do. That's not how life works. Life works accordingly on how you move, not how somebody else moves. That's what I be trying to tell people. Move how you move. Don't move how the next person moves. Because the next person might move this way and then do a U-turn on you. You dig what I'm saying? Never move like other people. Move like how you move, and who cares what they say? Everybody's going to have an opinion regardless if you're right, wrong, or whatever. So for me, I'm not going to vote. And I don't care what people say. Yo, vote. No. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. A lot of people are not voting too because, for me, it's all about connection. If I don't connect with you, I don't care if you're black, white, purple, whatever. If there's no connection, there's no vote. I don't care what the next man's going to do. That shouldn't persuade me to vote. For me, it's all about a connection. How you connect with me mentally. If you're not getting me here, then you're not going to get my vote. Period. So understand that part. And stop trying to persuade other people to be like you. Just be you and let them be them. Period. The only person that can judge you is God. And the last time I heard, God is the only one man, not 3 million. All right? So that's how I feel about that. So anyway, I have to keep it real. This is what I do. I keep it real. You can comment, you can call, whatever. You want to be on the show, we can do this. We can arrange this. But when I'm on Connected Dots, I have to tell you how I feel, not how everyone else feels. You can feel this way. You can feel that way. That's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. But don't get, sentimental when I say I want to do this or I want to do that. I've always walked to my own beat of my own drum. Period. Understand that. So there's a lot of people who's the same way. Don't vote for someone just because you're afraid of what the other person's going to do. That don't make sense. That's called following and not knowing what that person might do. Do your homework. Like we say, do your research on we always say it on the Hip Hop Barbershop. Do your research. I'm going to say the same thing. Do your research before you tell somebody else to do this and to do that. Do your research, y'all. For real. So with that being said, hey, it is what it is on here. But anyway, spring is coming up, and I know we feeling what it is. So always get a purchase of the hoodies that I got coming out. You know, the LHJR End of Times. I've posted it on Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to get a hoodie, yo, hit me up. Lou Icewater 1, the number 1, at gmail.com if you want a hoodie. Inbox me or on Instagram or my Facebook page. Or go on my website, lhjr.square.site. You heard? So that's how we doing it, man. So anyway, it was fun. Like I said, I'm doing these short segments of connected dots. And once I get it the way I wanted to get it, you're going to see a lot more hosts, special guests, special things. In order to keep people engaged, you have to stay engaged. You got to keep working. Never stop waiting on someone to do something. You have to keep engaged, keep it locked in. And that's how we do. You know what I'm saying? I want to say peace to my crew. Ak the Barber, you know what I'm saying? Flo Poppy, you know what I'm saying? DJ Shakim, Key Black, Rip Dawn, aka Thelonious Kenny, you know what I'm saying? Priz, what's good? Yo, my crew, MTG, stands for Much to Gain. Check us out. We everywhere doing everything at any time, any place. All right? So with that being said, one life, one love, one loop, connected dots. And peace again to mark the spark for the idea. One.